Most men think intimacy starts in the bedroom, but the truth is, it begins long before that. And if you're a man over 50, this matters even more. Because at this stage of life, intimacy isn't about rushing or proving yourself. It's about connection, presence, and the little things that make her feel cherished in ways younger men often overlook. There are hidden places on a woman's body that, when kissed with intention, can awaken something powerful inside her. Not just desire, but trust, comfort, and a deep emotional bond she never forgets. Today, I want to share these places with you, spots most men ignore, that can transform the way she experiences you, including some that might feel a little risky, but can be unforgettable when done with care. The first is the base of her neck, right at the nape, just beneath her hairline and above her collarbone. This spot is one of the most emotionally powerful zones on her body. Why? Because it's vulnerable. She can't see what's happening there, which means she has to trust you completely. A slow, intentional kiss on her neck isn't just about physical touch. It speaks directly to her emotional memory. Neuroscience shows this area is rich with nerve endings, tied to the brain's limbic system, the part responsible for emotion and memory. So when you kiss her there, you're not just touching her skin. You're reaching into her emotional core. But here's where many men go wrong. They rush. They treat the neck as a place of dominance, when really it's a place of devotion. Imagine this. You brush her hair aside, pause for a moment, and then let your lips rest softly on the back of her neck. That kiss whispers, "I see you. I cherish you. I'm not here to take from you, I'm here to understand you." That kind of kiss lingers far longer than passion. It tells her she's safe. And when a woman feels safe, she opens up in ways that are unforgettable. The second place is just behind her ear. Now this is one of the most overlooked and underestimated spots on her body, yet it's incredibly powerful. The area behind the ear is directly linked to the brain's pleasure and bonding centers. And when touched gently, it actually triggers the release of oxytocin, the hormone of trust and connection. Think about it. The ear is usually reserved for whispers, secrets, and private laughter. It's intimate space. So when your lips touch just behind it, you're stepping into a place usually meant for her most private moments. This isn't about being aggressive or loud. In fact, the most powerful emotions are often awakened in silence and subtlety. A soft kiss behind her ear, while you murmur something personal, can send a wave of warmth through her whole body. This is especially true for men over 50, because maturity teaches patience. You don't need to rush to impress. You know how to linger, how to enjoy the stillness. And that's what makes her crave you. Not just the moment, but the way you made her feel chosen. Not for her appearance, but for who she is when no one's watching. The third spot is even smaller, quieter, but just as meaningful. Her inner wrist. This is not a place of lust, it's a place of reverence. The skin here is delicate, and beneath it lies her pulse, her rhythm, her energy, her unspoken emotional state. When you gently kiss her wrist, you're not just touching her body, you're saying, "I notice you. I value the little things. I respect your timing." Psychology tells us that touch on the wrist activates the part of the brain responsible for empathy and emotional awareness. That means a kiss here creates a moment of deep connection. And here's the beauty. When a man over 50 takes the time to honor this small, overlooked part of her, it shows restraint. It shows he isn't rushing or trying to prove himself. He's present. He's patient. And that makes her feel safe enough to let her guard down. Imagine holding her hand during conversation, pausing, and gently pressing your lips against her wrist. It's not about seduction, it's about reverence, and reverence is rare. Now, let's talk about some riskier places to kiss. areas that hold incredible power, but only if she already feels safe and connected with you. One of these is the hollow of her collarbone. This spot is close to her heart, both literally and symbolically. A slow kiss here can make her feel like you're not just admiring her body, but honoring her essence. Another is the inside of her elbow. Most men never think of it, but the skin here is delicate and sensitive. A soft kiss there can send shivers down her spine, precisely because it's so unexpected. And then, if you've built enough trust, her stomach or hip bones can be incredibly intimate places to kiss. They're risky because they require deep vulnerability. Many women feel self-conscious there. But when you kiss these areas with tenderness, you're telling her, I love every part of you, even the parts you don't show the world. These are not places to rush to. They're places to approach only when she already feels seen, safe, and deeply connected to you. But if you do, they can awaken a sense of closeness that goes far beyond physical desire. And here's one final place, one that carries both deep vulnerability and deep reward, the inner thigh. For many women, this area is a hidden map of trust. The skin is sensitive, the nerves are highly responsive, and it sits so close to her most private self that it requires an enormous amount of safety and emotional connection. A kiss here isn't about rushing toward passion. It's about honoring her vulnerability. It says, I want to explore every part of you, but only with the care and reverence you deserve. For a woman, especially when she's with a man who takes his time, this moment can feel profoundly intimate. Done slowly, with pauses and gentleness, it can create a powerful mix of anticipation and surrender. And for men over 50, this is where patience becomes your strength. You don't need to take, you can give, you can linger. And that is what makes her trust you even more deeply. So here's the truth. Intimacy for men over 50 isn't about speed or performance. It's about presence, patience, and the quiet confidence to focus on what younger men often overlook. The nape of her neck, just behind her ear, her inner wrist, even the small gesture of your hand on her back. These are not just touches. They are messages. Messages that say, I see you. I respect you. I choose you. And when you add in those riskier, more vulnerable places, the collarbone, the inside of the elbow, her stomach or hips, and yes, her inner thighs, you step into a kind of intimacy that isn't about taking, but about cherishing. When you learn to kiss her with reverence instead of hunger, when you give attention to the places most men ignore, you don't just create moments of passion, you create memories that stay with her for a lifetime.